Hello, I'm Andrew Price, welcome to the channel, and today I'm at the Bushcraft Show 2025. It's day 3 and we're pocket checking bushcrafters, so stick with us. I'm here with Timber and Mark from Rough Timber. Let's see what they've got in their pockets. What have you got in your pockets, guys? Go on, empty them.
What about this? Ooh, this is the Jackrabbit from Field and Steel.
Oh, that looks nice.
It's a little bit used, well used.
Oh, we like that.
It's probably, really I've probably had that about 4 years now, but absolute mint.
Oh, that is a lovely little blade.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Anything else?
No.
That's it. That's all you need.
That's it. That's all you need.
Excellent. Okay, right. Over to you, Mark. What have we got?
Right. Okay. So I got field knife from Ben Orford, which is my little carving knife that I use out of ABL, and a nice little neck. Then down here I've probably got.
Oh, this is more like it. Look at this.
My Ben Orford Pirate Trapper, which is my main knife. I've had that a couple of years now. Then I've got my Silky Pocket Boy Outback Edition, which is the main saw I carry around with me at all times. Next to that one, I've got my Ben Orford Ed Stafford Nomad, which I've literally only had for about a week and a half. Literally got it just before the show, which has also got a ferro rod on that sheath there, just to keep me out of trouble. I've only used it like once. And then I've got in my pocket at all times, I've got two things. I've got a little EDC pouch from David Fry's. So this is my EDC sort of slash wallet, which normally has a little USB cable in there. And I've got a little Gerber multi-tool and a lighter, and I normally have Burt's Bees, but that ran out. And I've got some insect repellent, which is pine tar and wax in my pocket. And then got my Hestra Fault Guide gloves, which I love using. They're great gloves. Oh yeah, and I've got this, which I use every single day, which is my Swiss Army knife, Swiss Champ.
Oh, that is the beast of Swiss Army knives.
Yeah, I use that all the time, and everyone says, "Oh, it's a bit chunky," and I don't notice it.
I travel all over the world with one of those. So
yeah,
it's fantastic.
It's a great little knife to have. It's just got everything on it. You know, I've gone and filled out prescriptions. It's got a pen on it. And, you know, it's always everything you need.
Yeah. Just, you know, I don't need scissors or anything like that. So I'm a big fan. You're a very well prepared man. You're not so well prepared. Work on it for next year. Okay, thanks guys. I'm here with Steve, the steak detective from the Steak Detective.
What a old chap! Jolly splendid to be here, dug in behind enemy lines, and thanks all for coming over.
Well, let's see what you've got in your pockets.
Oh, what have I got in my pocket? Oh, I just look. Oh, there we go. Look.
Oh, that's looking pretty.
Look at that one. One of Josh's custom knives.
So we've got some 1944 marked brass
303s. They were shot on D-Day.
Wow. Where did you get hold of those?
I got them in Normandy. So when I was over there about 10 years ago, I was over there and I got like a beach hut in Normandy that looks like a sort of beach. And there's a place around the corner that does like spent rounds. So a lot of the clips were picked up off the beaches after. And I spoke with Josh about 3 years ago about doing a custom piece, and I said, look, I've got these shells, I'd love to have one embedded in the handle, and there's the Striker has one too as well off the same clip.
So these would have been M1 Garand rounds?
Lee Enfield.
The Lee Enfield, so they were right.
303s.
And
yeah, 303s.
So all of them are Lee Enfield?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, all dated 1944.
That is a really special piece, isn't it?
It's a beautiful piece.
A fantastic knife, but with a bit of history as well. That's great.
Yeah, so I'm over the moon with it, and comes with me everywhere. Got the Striker too. Yeah, so we're dug in behind enemy lines and enjoying that old chap. I mean, it cuts through steak like butter.
I bet it does. So you've got some amazing barbecue sauces and all sorts of things.
Yeah, so we have a range of seasonings here which are named after all of the beaches in Normandy after D-Day. Last year we did a big range push for the 80th anniversary for D-Day. So we started with all of our seasonings. We've got, obviously starting with the American beaches, Utah, Omaha, and then British Beach, Gold, Juno's Canadian, and Sword was British, and some French. And then we've got kind of a signature one which overarches, which is called Operation Overlord, after the operation of D-Day.
Which is the hottest one?
The hottest one of them's Sword, and the other one's Omaha. So there are a blend of different seasonings in there, like smoked paprika, white pepper, black pepper, cayenne pepper, thyme, lots of different things going on as well.
You've got some jerky here as well.
We got all 3 of them built on. We've run out of original there, but we've got the chili, garlic and pepper, and then we're on to jerky, which is good night. Sweet hot, it's a sweet hot one. You can see what I did there, old chaps, like Gary Sparrow. And then we've got explosive pineapple, which is like a sweet barbecue flavour with some pineapple in it.
That sounds good as well.
Covering fire is peppered, so they're kind of named. We've got the chili ones that were named after the Churchill tank. That's the tank that my granddad drove in the war. We've got the garlic and pepper.
Oh, that's brilliant, Steve.
Give them both.
I like the fact you've made your business very personal to you. It's lots of family connections and things.
Yeah, so a lot of the products, so the hot chocolate up here is after my daughter, because her nickname is Peggy. And then we've got ones like Operation Dynamo, which is after Dunkirk, which is now when we evacuated our troops 85 years ago from the beaches. Not yet. So May 1940 was when we went over in 39 with the British Expeditionary Forces, and then we had to evacuate 85 years ago this week now. So,
so it's great to make a product.
So
all of that, isn't it?
all of the products ooze a little bit of history. So we've got the mustard, which is Monty's Magnificent Mustard after Montgomery. Of course, we've got Jump to Victory barbecue sauce, which is after the airborne that dropped into Normandy out of the Dakota C-47s.
I'm going to have to try a few of these later on, but
yeah,
we're going to carry on filming. Thank you very much, Steve.
Thank you very much.
Hey. Now, moving on, I'm here with Joshua Westbrook of Fjord Whittling Blades, the maker of the Dryad Bowie knife. Josh, what have you got in your pockets?
Okay, first thing I've got is a legal carry knife that I made. So this is a little friction folder, ABL steel, ivory G10 handles. That just lives on my belt there, and a little Kydex clip. Always on me, it's kind of worn out now because I wear it so much. Next in my pocket, Benchmade Crooked River in S30V.
That's a slick opener, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't do that again.
Okay, go on. Like that.
Oh, come on, you can do better than that. That's more like it. Nice. Okay, that's a pretty nice.
Quite a nice clip point, sort of fixed, not fixed, folding carry knife.
Nice.
And then fixed blade, I have my Leshy.
That's a nice knife as well.
That's in ABL, and it's got the snakeskin Mikata with chunky black G10 liners.
Yeah, it's a beautiful knife, isn't it? Quite different from the Leshy Pro in a few ways, but
a little bit smaller, more of a Puko-esque sort of design.
Yeah,
but they work very well.
That's a great knife. Thank you.
Cool.
Excellent. Anything else?
My phone and wallet. Nothing particularly interesting. So,
Nothing you want to show us?
Yeah, more of a knives.
Blade heavy. Nice one. Cheers, Josh.
Cheers,
all right, catch you soon.
Unfortunately, my cabinet is not very full at the moment.
This is Anna Castley, a green woodworker and amazing spoon carver. Anna, what do you have in your pockets?
A spoon, a grubby opinel, car keys, a lip balm.
Is that it? I expected more. Come on,
A purse.
Right.
There we go, that's what I've got in my pockets.
That's a very practical collection of pocket things, isn't it?
Well, homemade lip balm from my beeswax from my uncle's bees. Sheared butter, very nice recipe. Opinel, I've had more 15, 16 years maybe a bit more. A rather grubby eating spoon. Yeah,
And that's all you need. No fire lighting equipment, no emergency tactical response equipment, nothing. You don't need
I'm planning not to need anything.
All right, tell us more about your spoons. Come on.
So basically I try and make stuff that people like to use. How I describe it is I want to make the cooking spoon that your kids steal when they leave home. So you're good at doing this bit, and they've got a nice turning circle. And when you've had a long day at work and you come back, you go, I'm gonna make something nice to eat.
They look lovely, don't they? So the black ones, how do you get that black colour?
They're ebonized, so that's a wire wool and vinegar solution onto a wood with a high tannin content. Just like when you're making oak apple ink, it turns it black.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's magic.
It really is.
It's really magic.
Oh wow, look at that. Well, thank you, Anna.
Oh,
Lovely.
thank you, Andrew.
Well, enjoy your day.
Oh, thank you.
Let's
You
go.
too.
Let's go and see somebody else.
Bye.
Well, look who I've just found milling around the stalls at the Bushcraft Show. It is the one, the only Theresa Kemper. Hello, Theresa.
Hello, hello, Andy. Lovely to meet you here.
And what do you have in your pockets, sis?
Oh boy. Well, after the party last night, it could be any number of strange things, but I have a lighter.
Good. Always have a means of fire lighting.
Absolutely. I have some stickers.
Oh,
I mean,
stickers.
maybe you could use them for fish lures if you got real
You
desperate.
definitely could.
Shiny,
or
shiny.
just stick them on things.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
Perfect. And then, let's see. I have my little everyday carry, little Bruce Leto that everybody laughs at. My
That
little
is a
nubby. I love this thing.
Pretty little knife, isn't it?
It
Lovely
really
little
is.
I bet you could do a lot with that.
I have actually taken apart almost an entire moose with that knife.
Why does that not surprise me? Normally that would be a weird thing to say, but from you we'd expect it. So.
Yes, absolutely. Nothing new there. And then I have my brand new gift knife that was made by Josh at Fiat Woodland Blades
Ooh, that's nice.
that I used to skin out some fish yesterday.
That is a very...
It's just a pretty
Lovely.
shape, isn't it?
I love that skeletonized handle. That's just lovely, isn't it?
I'm going to get that really goobery and it's going to be really easy to clean. That's my thought.
Just jet wash it. Just,
Absolutely, stick it in the dishwasher.
yeah, that's just a super minimalist knife. Perfect. Love that.
Exactly. I'm all about it.
And do we have anything else?
Oh boy, we do actually. Oh yes, you found the fish bucket, doggy, didn't you? What else do I have hanging out on the back of my knife? I have a fire mate.
That's beautiful. Where did that come from?
I am desperately trying to remember the name of the company that produced it.
I
I'm so
believe that
sorry.
is made by the Kydex Outpost. And what a
Kydex
beautiful thing it
Outpost,
is.
that's right. Yes, thank you for the reminder.
The Fire Mate by the Kydex Outpost. What a beautiful thing.
The fire mate by
so
the
you have-
Kydex Outpost.
So you have your fire bellows, you have a fire steel, and a very useful Kydex clip, so you can just clip that on your belt and be ready to go and light a fire at a moment's notice.
And blow
Theresa,
on
you
it.
are a well-prepared lady. Very impressed.
Thank you so much, Andy.
This is Chris Landrigan from the Institute for Outdoor Learning. Chris,
Hello.
what do you have in your
What
pockets?
do I have? You sort of spot checked me here. My key ring, I have, that's ready to show, a beer opener.
That's very important.
I have a ferro rod. I've got my first aid kit because I'm teaching life safety. Take it deeper. I've got my phone. Dig. 2 lighters.
Oh, good. Always have a backup. 2 is 1, 1 is none.
A spoon.
That's a very small spoon. I'm surprised.
teaspoon.
I thought you'd have had a bigger spoon than that.
So
to be honest.
basically, I walk around drinking coffee. People, my spoon, my wallet. Again, on the,
That's got a lot of cash.
it's not got a lot of cash. It's got a lot of cash.
This is the last day of the show. No one's got any
But
cash.
ironically, on the theme of fire lighting, one of the things I keep in my wallet is a piece of rubber. So if a wallet gets
Awesome.
wet, I've still got a means of tinder.
So you just slice little bits off and away to go. That's a really useful thing to have, isn't it?
I just cut the credit card size, and that's what's in my
Brilliant.
wallet.
Excellent.
Right, you sort of caught me off guard, gentlemen.
So what about a knife? We haven't seen
I'm
your-
not got any cutting tools.
No cutting tools.
no
You
cutting
disappoint
tools.
me. I'm shocked and appalled.
Yes, no. I think if I was teaching, I'd have a cutting tool. I've been caught out in the past with the law, so
okay.
I don't. Yeah, I could go on with this and perfectly.
That's fair enough.
Yeah,
But,
that's why I've got what I've got in my pockets.
well done, Chris. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the show. I'd like to introduce you all to John Jeffries from John Jeffries Custom Catapults. John, what have you got in your pockets? That's some
Doubled up
very,
today.
very pretty things. What are these?
That's my personal build. That's the Mustang in 23mm thick plate carbon. So that one's very sentimental. That one. That's won me a lot of silverware. That one over the while. Flip that one around.
Oh,
There
that
you
way
go,
around.
flat
Okay.
face of the
Oh
toy,
yeah, now that
absolutely.
feels comfortable in the hand, doesn't it? So, wow, that feels really, really nice.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
that's the everyday one.
Yeah. So you have this with you all the time.
Yeah, always. Yeah,
Good.
yeah. That's the extension to my right hand.
Good. Excellent. Love it.
Lovely. And
So
then,
what else have we got?
in the pouch there, I've got my Unbelief Workshop, the Aquila. That's the slip joint.
No, because I'll have to put my hand in my pocket.
That's a good thing.
My Olight.
Oh, is that the Baton Copper version?
Yes, that's the one,
that's
yeah.
a really nice version. There.
Woolly Mammoth ivory lanyard beater put on it.
Unfortunately, they make very
And then my copper MIG pen.
Very, very top.
Oh, the thing is,
Oh, that's cute, isn't it?
like Raymond has come to you and
That's
said,
a
"Can you
really
make
nice
my
selection. Do you have anything for
We
fire?
had a bloke in yesterday.
No, not at the minute.
He got a brand. So one of those.
Always got to ask these questions. But you say you've got a hunting tool, you've got a cutting tool, you've got some lights. That's a really
light
good
slice.
setup. Yeah, and I really like this as well. So this is a magnetic ammo holder, which is really, really cool.
So perfect amount of ball bearings, and you take the dogs out for a walk.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
So,
Spare hand.
so what have you hunted with the catapult?
Small game. Your pigeons, squirrels, rabbits. Yeah.
So it's always there, opportunistic hunting opportunities. Great stuff. Oh, thank you.
Short range shooters for you could fit in your pocket.
Yeah, and they are really beautiful. If we have a look over here, we've got the full range here, which is stunning. That's perfect. Well, thank you, John.
Thank you.
Excellent. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you.
I'm here with Tom Blakey, the Prepared Pathfinder on YouTube, and also the owner of First In Events. Tom, what do you have in your pockets?
Okay, yeah, thanks for the introduction, Andrew. Nice to see you today. So, on my kit here then, I've not kind of decked out for bushcrafter stuff, but what I've got on me is just what I've got for the show sort of thing. And I've got an SE5 there, because you can't come to the Bushcraft Show without a big Sharpie thing in your pocket.
Absolutely.
Or on your belt, which is in quite a nice
Have a look at that one.
Kydex sheath by Heathen Kydex.
It's very pretty. It's a beast of a knife, that, isn't it? Real,
Yeah, it is.
real working tool.
Yes, and you can probably see I've used it quite a bit for doing lots of choppy stuff and all that sort of thing. So that's on the outside there. And then I've got a multi-tool, so Leatherman Signal, which I use quite a bit for lots of different stuff. It's just a good all-round tool, isn't it? And a little reinforced bit in my pocket there. Obviously, you know, you need to buy stuff, so I've got my wallet with all the normal cards and stuff like that. The phone as well, for all the media content and stuff like that. Now, something I always carry with me with Carmex, because you can't go out there and not have nice supple lips.
Yeah, just kissable lips at the Bushcraft Show.
And obviously that's got little uses for fire starting and stuff like that as well. And then this pocket on my left side, I have the emergency Tabasco. So you can't go doing bushcrafty stuff without having nice tasting food, and it's quite essential.
A full-size bottle shows your commitment to that.
Absolutely, and a lifetime of eating army rations makes sure you get addicted to hot food. And then in this pocket I've got a notebook and pens and pencils and stuff, a nice waterproof Right in the Rain pad.
That's a great little pouch as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a Tiger Stripe pouch, and then all my sort of business cards and stickers and stuff and gizzits for people. And that is basically the contents of my pockets.
Wonderful. Right. Well, enjoy the rest of the show. Cheers, Tom.
Thanks very much, Andrew.
Have a good day.
Yeah. See you.
Now, he's not a difficult man to find. You can normally hear him long before you see him. It is the one, the only, Mr. Joe Flowers.
I am
how are you
having
doing? Good to see
an
you.
awesome time in your country. We're at the Bushcraft Show UK 2025, and dude, this is huge. Oh my gosh, y'all. Bushcraft is not just a thing here, it's a way of life.
Oh,
Wow.
we live the dream here.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
What we want to know is, what have you got in your pockets?
Ooh, well, this time, since I'm in a different country, I've got some interesting stuff going on here, and then the normal stuff too. So I've got the Fjord blades, Fjord wood blades, Nacken. Now, what's the name of this gentleman, Josh?
Joshua Westbrook.
Yes,
Yeah.
he has this fantastic blade in this micarta. It's so cute, nice, and usable. And I really, really, really liked it. So I purchased it. That's my knife for me this year
That's a very
so
cute
far.
knife, isn't it? I love the sheath as well.
Yeah,
That's
it
very
does
cute.
great. It can go in my my swimwear or something too. If I'm jumping into a creek and it won't come off or anything like
you
that
always have
too.
a knife, no matter where you are. In the shower, you have a knife.
Yeah, you know, it's just making sure it's a pocket check and all, so I have to make sure I have all my knives with me. You know,
you were always going to have a machete.
I try to with legalities. So this is the Rude Boy. You can see this one's been banged up. This one's one of my babies. I think it's one of the no, it's not a prototype, but it's kind of a Latin American style, but I put a little bit of a flair with it too. It has a large space here for chopping up on, a high impact polypropylene handle, named after a reggae song, but really popular in Trinidad, boys. It's the Rude Boy by Condor. And what I was thinking about doing was an experiment with this really new cool object that I have called the Fire Mate.
A Fire Mate?
So,
by the Kydex Outpost?
Yes, by the Kydex Outpost. So they might think this is cool for fire, but I was going to preload it for the video, but I didn't find anything in time for a blowgun.
That would be very cool.
So this is a really, really neat thing, and I can also use it to point out stuff, so I'm going to use it during my bug hunt too.
So you can use it for hunting.
Yeah.
You can use it for bellowing a fire.
Bellowing a fire, definitely. You can use it. I mean, I do that a lot. It doesn't sound like something that you do often, but when you play with fire a lot, these are fantastic. And then, of course, a ferrocium fire steel. What do you call it here in the UK?
Swedish fire steel or ferrocerium rod. If you want to be really fancy.
And this one's brand new, so I'm gonna do the bad guy thing and use the blade.
Well, that works.
And I'm so glad I'm not getting arrested for arson here already, or swashbuckling.
So the Bushcraft Show is one of the few places you can walk around with a big machete, you can light fires, you can just do anything you like, kind of within reason anyway.
And it's been an absolute joy to be an ambassador for big blades here, which I just made up myself totally. But
so you're the only guy doing it. So
yeah, well, for now, I'm sure, you know, it's just big blades are great too, and I'm having the time of my life here. So thank you so much, Mr. Dryad, Mr. Andrew Price. I've had a great time.
Very glad. But before we finish,
yes, sir.
Where has this knife been? Where have you taken this?
Amazon jungle, Trinidad, and a bunch of stuff around the garden in my house. I really need to touch up the edge. I brought a file and I meant to, but I can still make it work. No problem at all. Really, really fantastic blade. It's thin. You can don't do this often. You can take it, bend it, and check down the edge there and make sure it works really, really well. So I like it a lot. You can give people a nice slap if you need to flip a hamburger or anything like that too.
Don't do that.
No, don't.
Anyway, Joe, always a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Good
Absolutely. I can't wait to see you again too. Who knows what adventure we're going to be on next.
Fantastic. I'm here with Billy from Billy Suit Primitive Living. Let's see what he's got in his pockets. What have you got, Billy?
Well, so I've got this obsidian knife here, so loosely based on a classic. So nice piece of obsidian, rawhide handle, and then it's fixed with pine resin mixed with sheep's wool, so it makes almost like a natural fiberglass. So it's nice and sturdy.
That is a very practical piece of Stone Age technology, isn't it?
And then a little goat skin and a deer bark tan sheath.
I like that a lot. So we haven't moved on from the Stone Age in the stall so far. Is there anything else on?
Apart from these buckskin trousers, nothing much else.
Excellent. And your pendant, of course.
Yeah, there we go.
That could always come in handy.
Yeah, nice little letter opener.
Excellent. Minimalist.
That's it, yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so this is the stand. So been here this weekend. This is my first time running the stand at the Bushcraft Show. It's gone really well. We've had lots of interest in some really nice workshops. So covered things like fish leather tanning. People have used salmon skins using bark tan techniques to make a nice piece of leather to take home with them for pouches. We've done various bone tool work as well. So people have been making sewing needles, pendants, and also spruce root hooks. So I'll just grab one of them and show you. So this is the kind of thing people have been making. So this is a spruce root hook, a piece of deer bone for the barb. We've got a piece of wood for the shank, and then spruce root wrapping, and we have our horsehair leader line here as well.
That's incredibly fine. So have you ever caught anything on one of these?
Yep, so I've caught some roach on these, so about this size on these ones. And again, it's just still experimenting with it, seeing what size we can go for. Maybe get a shark on that one. That's the learning aid hook, so people can see the actual process of the lashing as well. But then
you've got some amazing things here. That's fantastic stuff.
Thank you very much. And then there's some more. So this would be a natural. This is slate. Yeah. This one is wrapped with horsehair, but this is a heavier one, so it sinks easier, and you don't have to weight it. various other ones, hawthorn tips, deer toe bone. I've also caught roach using these ones as well. These are really nice. And
that's just ground out of a toe bone and...
Yeah, so the toe bone halved and then just cut out with flint and then shaped with a little barb on it there as well.
Oh, wonderful stuff. This is
much.
the real spirit of bushcraft over here, isn't it?
It is, yeah. But it's been it's been a pleasure to be here. It's been really nice, great group of people, and
nice one. Cheers, Billy.
Thank you very much. Pleasure. Thank you.
Well, I'm here with Trevor Stevens, another very familiar face at the Bushcraft Show, and he's been kind enough to bring us his beaver as well. So, Trev, what have you got on you today? I know you don't have any pockets, but let's see what
I have no pockets because I'm in long hunters. So the leggings are literally to a belt, and I've got a breech clout on underneath, so I don't actually have pockets. So what I've got is a pouch with all of my gear in it. So I've got a replica Kentucky style rifle, which would be the main one for shooting and dispatching large game. I've got a replica pistol, both made by Denix, flintlock style, again protection and actually dispatching any other animals. A tomahawk, this one's cold steel. I'm looking at getting a much nicer one shortly. However, it's a hammer pole, so it would be used in making traps and bits and pieces. Very useful because you can take down small trees, make all your pegs, hammer them in quite well, and should you need to, you can always take the head off the pole and actually use it as a skinning blade for working any fish skins, furs, anything like that.
That's fantastic. So you made the pouch yourself?
Yes.
You've tanned the buckskin as well.
It's buckskin, it's deer. I've taken it all from being literally a flat sheet, put a couple of pockets on the back, put a gusset in, and inside holds all my little bits and pieces. Most powder horns would have been tied separately and held high up under your shoulder, mainly because, as you can see with Andrew holding the rifle that high, I've got a long way to come up from my powder horn. So this would be held separately. I was just being a bit blingy and put it down where it was.
It looks good though, to be fair.
The fur wouldn't be normally attached to a top of a skin or a bag because it held moisture and it would actually rot the bag out.
Oh, okay.
So this one is done for decorational purposes.
And it does look very good. So what's the knife?
The knife is a Nessmuck style blade. It's a skinning style blade, traditional, very nice to handle, quite a thick blade, but used for chopping, skinning, does everything around the camp you need it to do, and one of my favourite knives to actually use.
It's a real classic design.
It is, and it's been around for years. It's not one that's just suddenly come on the market or anything else. It has been around for years and years.
What about firelighting? Do you have anything in the kit?
Yes, I have. So, a traditional Hudson Bay.
Wonderful, I love these.
So, I've got a burning lens in there. I'm using it rather at the moment to hold all my Amadou. And I've got the steel separate in there, because what I would have is my normal steel would be in here. However, I would have trade steels on me as well for when I'm actually trading with native persons for all the skins and everything else. So I have some trade items that would be a normal style. So a trade steel, a simple made fire steel for creating a fire, and that one's just that would be a trade steel, very quickly made, big enough that you can use to strike your fires, nice and simple.
That's brilliant.
The other ones I've got, yes.
Oh wow, there's more. Right.
Oh, there is. In the small pouch, this one was made by my daughter, Millie, and made sure she gifted it to me. I've got a couple of gun flints. Now these would have been a high commodity trade item.
Oh, they're really nice, aren't they?
So the gun flints themselves, you would be trading for different things, because this was one of the things that would have been used, and when they are used on the guns, they actually become smaller. They are a disposable item. So things like these,
a number of shots, and then it's
you would have to retouch it up. But because you are using these, you could trade these for different things. So one of the other ones I've got is a little bag here, and these would have been traded quite nicely. The other thing I've got in there, just quickly, is a wallet. my normal everyday modern wallet, I'm afraid.
There's nothing 18th century about that.
No.
Then.
However, I do have a bone
Oh, that's nice.
bone comb, peg to stop it disappearing. Comes up, nice little.
Did you make that as well?
No, I didn't, but I am going to be modifying it and
That's
changing
very
it.
Nice.
But it works quite well, especially when you've got a beard to keep all the bits out.
Yes. That's looking great. So is that everything?
The last one.
Oh, last one, right.
So this would have been trade item, and it seems something small and trivial, but it was used by Native Americans to actually decorate clubs and bits and pieces, and it's all the brass upholstery nails that they would have put into gun stocks to decorate all the backs of them and all the rest of it. And these were used and traded for spurs, skins and other bits and pieces.
That's brilliant. Well, thank you, Trevor.
No
So
problem.
We'll get ourselves some red coats.
Yeah, we can do, not a problem. There's got to be someone around.
Nice one. Thanks very much.
Let me just grab that. There we go.
Excellent. Have a good show.
Thank you.